Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and now it's time to complain about the gate stages. I don't have all of the parts that I desire, although I'm going to swap some parts. I'm actually going to equip the Life Recover. It'll basically be a second sub-tank, and I think X will be good with that. I don't think I want any of these others. Zero, I'm also going to give him the Life Recover. I got all of the limited or ultimate parts, but I didn't get all of the... I was looking for basically the Jumper and the Ultimate Buster. Those would have been really nice to get. But that's okay. We'll work with what we have. I don't feel like going through any of the stages anymore. Oh, let's show off the Shadow Armor some more. Since all I did with it was take it into a stage where I couldn't do what I wanted to do with it. And well, this music I'm a little bit more okay with. It's a remixed version of some music from, I believe it's Mega Man X2. And, yeah, we're gonna lose communication with Alia. That's basically all that said. And, I still really don't like how they just took music from previous X games here. I wish we could have, had something more. But, Shadow Armor X looks pretty cool. And being immune to spikes is kind of necessary here, as we have spikes. Now, this is really poor design here, and I'll explain why. If you don't have the Jumper ability, which lets you normally jump higher, you can't get up here. Or if you don't have like the Blade Armor with the Ice attack, you can't get up here. So there's some things where you need like special parts in order to proceed. That's just not good design, in my opinion, but it's par for the course for this game. And we've got some ice, we've got some lasers. It doesn't do too much damage, so I don't care if I take a couple hits here. And we get to a vertical section, which we don't see enough of these, and I'm okay with the design of this section. I'm just doing this very poorly. Now, that Z-Saber should have got the bat. Well, I got the bat, but didn't get the bomb for some reason. I must say, the charged saber on the Shadow Armor is very powerful. And I did do a run of this... actually, I did a run of like all the special stages where I only played as Mega Man X and the Shadow Armor, and I equipped him with the Ultimate Buster, and X just kind of tore through almost everything. It was really great. And unfortunately, this is not the boss. We have lava. We have instant death lava. I thought I was going to make it to the door. I should have known better. So, I'll meet you guys back up there. Alright, let's try this again, but less terrible this time. So the idea is to, I don't need to wall jump, I could just cling to the wall, is to just let the lava pass. And that's kind of a prelude to this section where we will be chased by the lava again in another scale section. So you don't want to spend too much time, but the lava will only go so far up, and now we have to wait for it to go down. But we're not out of the woods yet on this, because here's more lava. Honestly, I should have just jump to the spikes, since, you know, I can do that. And I don't like how the lava is basically taking up like half of the screen. We can't really see where we are, but yet we have to keep moving forward. And I didn't... It's like he slid off. There wasn't ice on that platform. What are you doing, X? Besides, if you can cling to walls, you should be able to cling to an icy floor. Yeah, there we go. I don't like that the normal shots on the Buster just kind of random. You can end up missing your target a lot. I think I mentioned this before, but it's worth saying again. And now we're at the boss. And who knows how many deaths we'll have here. I really hate the design of this boss, too. It's loosely based on the devil monsters, or the Block Devils, but, yeah. The music's cool, that's all I can say about this. These guys will speed up, they'll change directions, they'll get in an area and I can't really deal with them. And you can barely damage them. Yeah, you'd never know what direction they're going to start going, and they can change at a moment's notice with, you know, no telling signs. And of course, could you get in a spot where I can, like, damage you? The jumper part also kind of helps with this battle, but what helps most with this battle is not having to do it, which isn't really an option. I hate this attack too. You can only hurt the eyes at the moments that they come out. You know what? Using Shadow Armor's ultimate attack is a pretty decent idea here. And they're gonna go this way. Of course they are. Yeah, it's so hard to dodge, you know, any of the... Oh, of course, you're gonna go that way. See what I mean? You don't know what way these guys are gonna go. And let's not forget the massive health bar. I like the Ultimate Buster here because it lets you dish out more damage a lot quicker. Life Recover, I believe I can use... Oh, I have the Giga Attack again. I believe I'll get that back if I die. I don't know. We're gonna pretend I do. And see, now they're so much faster that you can't really... keep up. I'm gonna do this and... Oh, that killed that one. And so you try to just super jump over them, basically. And we'll just trade some damage here with this guy. You can still catch them. Ow. Is my Giga Attack full? It is. I use that to finish it off. I hate this guy. Whew. Yeah, it takes 3 Giga Attacks and at least 1 sub-tank you'll want going into there. But yeah, that guy's attacks, they're so difficult to dodge. So unreasonable. I'm really surprised I got him on the first try. It was really because of those Giga Attacks. And we have a cutscene. You made it. You're superior as always. You always were at the top, Aelia. Aelia and Gate used to be colleagues long ago. And you can see some of their, rivalry coming out here. And, X trying to give him a moral lesson. And Cygnus even chiming in, saying a nation for only Reploids won't work because, both Reploids and humans are flawed. So we're kind of talking more about, ideals of the planet and that. Let's just get into the blowing stuff up. Why can't we go back to the simpler days? But yeah, from this point on in kind of the X series and the Zero series and ZX series that followed, most of the plot is based around, chasing these ideals, creating these ideal worlds for Reploids or for humans or for Reploids and humans to live together in peace. And Gate's solution here is to take control of all the Reploids, because then, they won't really go Maverick because they'll be under his control, and that'll make everything better or something. And now he's revealing that he has a golden opportunity. He picked up the piece of Zero. Yes, it was a piece of Zero. And he somehow obtained Zero's DNA. But Zero's a Reploid, so how do they have DNA? I don't know. Don't ask too many questions of the plot at this point. And then X like, yeah, Zero's DNA has great power, but it decreases if used the wrong way. And Gate welcomes the challenge. And that's all for the first stage.